You're rising in life in the Philippines, love, change, nation, and Bobbied and one nation under, one love. Hello, my friends. This is Bobbied coming to you live from Talambon, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, baby. From hey, today I want to talk to you about some life in the Philippines, relationship tips, some relationship things that can ruin your relationship in the Philippines. Life in the Philippines, relationship tips, things that can ruin your relationship in the Philippines. Yeah. Whoo, what a joy, such a joy it is to come back to you again, my friends. And for those of you that are here for the first time, I would suggest you click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can tune in fresh, new Filipino videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you understand, this is the country where people come all the time. And one of the main reasons why they come is to hook up with somebody else. You know, one of the people that they met online, and it's good, man. And then wind up developing a relationship, and they flourish. Sometimes they flourish and they get nice, and then sometimes they go down to the ground. So I thought my goal in life is to cheer and care, reach back, give back, help, man. And so I want to help you guys. I know most of you guys are looking for a woman. If you don't have one, you're looking for a Filipina, and many of you already have one, and you're looking for ways that you can do what? Strengthen your what? Relationship. And not only strengthen your existing relationship, but when there's trouble coming, know the expected trouble. Because if you sit up and say, well, Bobby, we don't have no trouble, Bobby. We fine, we all fine. Let me tell you, like my mama told me, keep on living, son. Keep on living. Trouble is right around the corner. Keep on living. And you got to know how to deal with it, how to deal with it, how to let go of it, and how to get it out your life. Nip it in the bud. You hear me? Anytime you have a relationship with the opposite sex, and you're a man, she a woman, or she a woman, you're a man, nip it in the bud. Because whenever you get into a triangle, let me see if I can get a triangle real quick. Whenever you get into a triangular relationship, guys, that's third party. And it's hard, man. You have to compete with a third party. Sometimes you don't even know you're dealing with it. Huh? A triangular relationship is one of the most terrible things to be in. Because you compete with somebody else that you most of the time don't know or not of. You don't know who he is. You don't know who or she or he is. You don't know how they look. But the other one know, and they like it. And so they like it like that. And you kept in the dark. But eventually, my guys, my ladies and gentlemen, what happens is whatever's done in the dark is going to show up in the what? Light, and the light, and the light, and the light. I see the light. Don't you see the light? I love live in the light, man. Follow the light. You ever heard when people get ready to go out of this world, they're getting ready, they're in the hospital bed, they say, I see the light. And they said, stay away from the light. Stay because why? Because they see the light, they ain't coming back. So, follow. And when you on the planet Earth, you can stay with the light. But when you get ready, if you're going to stay here, don't follow the light. All right. But that's enough of that. Let's go. Hey, we had an awesome show yesterday, man. I want to show you some things. Just a couple of things we talked about yesterday, and then we get into the lesson. Okay, we're gonna be real quick. I tell you, these someplace, and she ain't playing this morning. Okay. She woke up with her mind on ready to get up out of here. I said, let's do the show first. She said, I said, okay, thank you. Hey, man, whenever I talk to Lisa D, you know what? I talk to her in the most caring and loving manner possible. You know why? Because that's how she responds. If I yell at her, she you don't get nothing out of her doing it. I find it out a long time. So I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Excuse me, not yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, dear. My dear. I speak to her in loving terms because that's how. At least they shut up. I wasn't loving her right there. But can you be quiet, please, ma'am? See, I did that. I said, can you be quiet, please, ma'am? And she is being quiet because that's how she responds. She responds. What? This you interfering with my show. Please. Please, man. Okay, she said I'm talking about it. Okay. Well, anyway, let me just leave the Lisa D conversation up because every time I say something, she got something else to say. Okay. Anyway, but that's just a very, very basic example. Talk to people the way you want to be talked to, with love, respect, and kind. So yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we looked at, pull it up right here real quick. Had a very interesting conversation and topic yesterday. We talked about Pac-Man, man. You know, Pacquiao. You know, he getting ready to run for president. He just put his hat in the race, and he's going to be when he's retired from boxing, made a decision, and now he wants to rumble. Are you ready to rumble? Rumble for the presidency of the Republic of the Philippines. And I told you some things about Pacquiao that many of you may have never known. Yeah, but overall, I think it's important that you know about people that are doing stuff in life. Just don't make opinion about it. Even though most of y'all can't vote, I can't vote, but I still want to know, right? I like to know about people. And whoever the Philippines choose, be it president or be the vice president, is their business. But I'll tell you who's running, and that's my job to tell you what's going on out there, right? Right? That's right. All right, let's go. So today we're going to take a look at this. Thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for today. Here we go. Ain't playing no games. A lot of people watching. Okay, nobody watching? Okay, it's okay. Hey, guess what? I'm going to run through this today. At least you said nobody watching. I'm going to run through this today. Let's go. Okay, see right there? He said, she ruined my relationship. He ruined my relationship. We have ruined our relationship, and it's over now. And it's over. It don't have to be like that, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's certain things that cause a ruined relationship. Certain things that get a relationship started, get out of the way. Yeah. And I'm going to show you some things to look out for. There's a ton of them, but today I'm only going to show you 4. I had to cut it down. There's a ton of things, but you need to know what's happening, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to know what to look out for in your life, okay? And it's like a crack, You ever seen a crack start in the cement? Cracks start in cement because of what? The foundation. And the foundation is below ground. The cement is above ground. So we all have roots. Every problem in our life is based on a what? Below ground root level situation. So whenever you see something happens on the surface, you just, the cracks in the concrete. You're going about your business. Next thing you know, your house is underground. When the cracks start, they just don't just stay right there because the concrete and the earth and the roots are down and below the earth, they shift. Every so often. And next thing you know, you got a foundational problem. So that's what happens in a relationship, guys. We have cracks that develop and we don't take care of them. I told you before, most people consider their relationship as self-sustaining. What you mean by that? What you mean? Self-sustaining, man. That all when they get in a relationship, love will take care of us. We just love each other, Bobbied. And that's all we got to do. We in love. Love ain't gonna take care of nothing. Okay? You got to put some work into your relationship. Stop being lazy, ladies and gentlemen. Stop being, men are lazy and so are the women. And that's why we have a lot of breakups and they don't get back. They don't do a makeup. They just break up. Okay. So I'm trying to show you to be diligent, be vigilant, to watch out for things that happen and occur in your relationship so you can nip it in the bud, baby. Yeah. You got to nip it in the bud. And that they won't grow and develop. Next thing you got an earthquake. Everything's falling down to the ground. We fall down, but we get up. But sometimes we don't get up. And that's the ones that don't make it. I'm talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, that are involved with an foreign man or foreign woman. Because it's more stress on your relationship because you're coming from different cultures. You're coming from different worlds. Right now, I'm on the east side. And then some of y'all on the west side. And so when you get the east side and the west side together, it could be a chichipaya. It could be a blow up. I'm trying to show you, man, you got to be ready. I mean, when you get, let me tell you this. Once you get all the kinks worked out, all the bugs. Because when you start, I don't care how much I tell you, whatever, it's gonna be some trouble. Okay, it's gonna be what I call an adjustment period. Okay, a transitional phase, right? That you got to deal with. And so if you can get through that, man, you're gonna be all right. But a lot of the problem is most, not most, but many or some of the uh, couples that are interracial from one nation to another, whatever, don't get through that stage. Yeah, because they don't work at it. They just got love. You got some of you guys dislike this lady because she was cute, she was sexy, she was hot, and she talked nice to you. And same way with the ladies. Some of the ladies like the men because they were hot, handsome, and they had multi and they talked nice to them. Okay, so but that's not enough, man. And if you're getting into a relationship and you think that's it, my, you in for a big letdown of some sweat down your head, down your back. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you because you're not being realistic. When you get into a relationship, even if you're in America, you gotta have more going for you than just love. Yeah, that's okay. You need to have that. You should have that. Don't need it, but you should have if you get into a relationship. But it's not the most important thing. It's one of the important things, but it's not the most. Compatibility. How compatible are you with this other woman? Or ladies, how compatible are you with this man? Those are some of the key things you need to watch out for when you deal in a relationship, especially, ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing in a relationship with a foreign individual. Okay, there's a thing called culture clash. Okay, you ever heard of that? You've heard of that? Because your culture and her culture don't match up sometimes, but sometimes they do. And that's when you find common ground and you reach out, teach out, and develop her understanding on things of your culture, and she reaches out and teaches out and develop your understanding on things of her culture, and that's how you get it on. And if you don't get to that point, it's going to be trouble in River City. And most people, when they don't have a deep down appreciation for the other person's nationality and culture, lifestyle, it can be HELL to stay in that relationship. And most people wind up breaking up. So develop a cultural understanding, appreciation of the other person's background. Okay, so this is a thumbnail for today one more time. Thumbnail for today. Ruined. Our relationship is ruined. He said, we ain't gonna never get back together. We done messed up now. Both of us done messed up. I messed up, he messed up, and we ain't getting back together. And it didn't have to be like this. I really loved him. See what she said? I really loved him. I loved him. Love don't keep people together, man. Not always. You think just because you love somebody is gonna keep you together? Better go to school and stop being a fool. Love is nice to have. But truth be told, and if you look at it, in India, people in India, they don't always have love in a relationship between a man and a woman. Most of those people that get married over there are in prearranged relationship. Their mama said, "Okay, I want you to marry this boy right here. Their daddy got some money. I want, you know what I'm saying? It's prearranged. They have no say so. Okay, mom, and they marry. So love is good to have. They develop love. Some of them develop love later on, but love is good to have, but it's not necessary. Okay, so don't get you hang up on. Well, do you love me? Yeah, I love you, but be realistic. Let's be realistic, sweetheart. It takes more than love. Same with the ladies too. He said, "Do you love me, sweetheart?" I love you, JoJo, but you know what? I've been in this world long enough to know, JoJo, that it takes more than love for two people to live together in happiness. You got to do some work, baby. And you ain't doing no work, baby. And I can't do it with you. See, love is always nice to have. A lot of time, it don't be there. And so we still can continue relationship if you have the desire to do so. Okay, thumbs up for the day, thumbs up for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus, focus. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't playing today. We ain't playing today. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Focus for today. We're gonna look at four things real quick. It might just be one. Because Lisa say ain't nobody out there. That's right, Lisa.
I said not a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
I said,
okay, I thought you said nobody was out there. Lisa, you had to be rushing to do the thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I misunderstood what she said. I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, so we got four things we're gonna run down to you real quick. Are you any lovers in this house today? Hold up. All my lovers in the house say, hoorah. Let me hear you say, yeah. Hey, I got any lovers out there? Yeah, you heard me. Lovers. Lovers. I ain't say losers. Don't get that. I know many of you have lost at love and you feel like a loser and sometimes you feel like a boozer. It's okay, man. We all go through that stage. But at some point in time, you have to stop failing at love and start succeeding at love. And I'm here to show you what you need to do to succeed. Okay? I'm a winner, baby. I've been a winner since I was born in this world. And I win at everything I do. Or I don't do it at all. You with me? Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna show you this today. I got the hocus pocus, just focus. I got 4 things for you, baby. Let's go. You ready? Number 1, confiding in others. These are some of the things that can cause your relationship to be ruined, man, destroyed. You know, done with. Being manipulative. Okay. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean, being manipulative? I don't know what you mean. That's a big word, Bobby. Manipulative, man. You didn't ever heard that word before? It's like a puppet on a string, and you're trying to manipulate somebody. You trying to use her like a puppet on a string to get what you. That's what it is. Emotional cheating. Yeah, emotion. You cheat on somebody. Is what Bobby. You know, I ain't never had sex with nobody else in my whole life since I've been married, and I don't cheat, Bobby. I don't cheat emotionally. Okay. But you don't cheat sexually, but you cheat emotionally. What you mean emotionally? Because you got a whole lot of people you chat with online. Yeah, ladies. That's emotion. Yeah, and then you talking about financial cheating, man. Yeah, I know this is a big one here. Like I told y'all before, there's no romance. There can't be no romance without finance. Yeah, I know you. You trying to hold back on that lady. Yeah. Well, you know I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Just lie. You got a bank water money in your pocket. You know, and then you got credit cards and all that stuff. You got stocks, bonds. You know, I'm broke. I live from paycheck to paycheck. And same with her. You know, I'm a Filipino. I just got a little bit. And can you help me? She got money all over the world. You know, got how everything. Hiding them, and we do this a lot. That's the cause for destruction of a relationship. You have to enter into relationship with openness. Okay. Everything has to be above board. Bring everything to the table. Don't hold nothing back. And if you find out somebody holding something back, that's cause for kicking that relationship out the window. Because that's called betrayal of trust. And when somebody betray your trust, that's like stabbing you in the back. You know? I don't know about you, but I don't want nobody around me gonna stab me in my back. And I'm giving them everything. I'm giving them everything 100%, and they stab me in the back, holding back information. Well, you didn't. Then they say, you ask them about why they held back. Why didn't you? Well, you didn't ask me. Did I have $1 million in my bank account? You never asked me that question. Yeah. And then you want to reach out and touch. I was like, let's go, man. All right. So number 1 is what? What's number 1? Number 1 is what? It's confidence, man. Confidence. Where's that man at? Mr. Confidence. Confidence, man. Confiding in other people. When you confide in other people, that means you're getting people involved in your relationship. I told you before that a third-party triangular relationship is the worst thing you can have because it has a tendency to break up your relationship. It has a tendency to allow you to divulge intimate, deep, personal, private information that only should be revealed and talked about between you and your partner. So you're going to take it upon yourself to tell somebody about how your boyfriend or your man wears a toupee. Huh? That's deep and private. You think he don't find about it? Yeah. People pointing him and laughing at him. Yeah, he gonna find out. And he said, well, dog, man, how did you know about my toupee? The only person I told about my toupee was my lady. And she done betrayed my. See? Confident. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Be very, very careful who you confide in regarding your relationship. How much you reveal, because it's personal. Okay? I know I told y'all a long time ago, whenever you're having a problem in a relationship, and you can't work it out between you and your partner, always trying to find somebody to intervene. But there's a big exception, and there's a big but there. It has to be somebody that's confidential about your relationship, that's private, and that you trust, and that also is what full of wisdom and knowledge. That's been there and done it, that won't go around telling everybody your business. Okay. The problem is we go around and tell our boys, man. And ladies, we go around and tell our girls, I don't know what's wrong with John. He slapped me the other day. I just said, why you have to say he slapped? That's just a part of life. That happens a lot. And violence happens in relationship because we don't have an understanding of each other, and we don't have an understanding how to work in our relationship to prevent violence. I'm not for violence. I'm never before. But it happens, and sometimes you got to talk about it so people know how to deal with it. Never slap a woman, man. And women never slap or scratch a man. Violence begets violence. So if you start that in your relationship, it's going to be hard to get out of it. Okay? So, yeah, number one is what? Confiding in others. Be careful who you tell your business to. Men and women, be careful. Private stuff, and you tell them like ain't nothing. I told Lisa some stuff about me, and she ain't never told nobody in her life because I told her don't tell nobody. She told me stuff, and I never told them. That's what you have to trust each other. And if you have a problem, you have to go outside, you let her know, say, I need help. I got to find somebody to talk to. I'm not going to tell them all day. You don't tell them everything. You give them some basic details that they can help you with, but don't tell them the detailed, intimate stuff. Tell them as much as they need to know to help you out, okay? And when you're telling them, ladies and gentlemen, don't ridicule your partner, okay? Don't put them up on and nail it to the cross in front of you. He always talking this trash, and she always, and then he's so nasty. And don't do that. Don't do that. That's the wrong way to get help when you confide in others, because then you have crossed the line in your relationship with somebody else, and that lets that person you're confiding in know that you're a weak-minded person. Because you ain't got no common decency not to put your person down. Although you have a problem in your relationship, that don't mean you got to talk to them about like they dirt. You married that guy, so that's telling you either hooking up, have a fiance with a dirt bag, or you have a marriage with a dirt bag, or a living relationship with a dirt bag. That's how you're talking about it, right? If you love that person and you got to get some confide in somebody, talk to them about your person you're talking to, your spouse, your mate, whatever, with decency and respect. I'll give you a perfect example. So say, John and I are not getting along, and I needed somebody to confide in. And I know that you're a very wise person, you're mature, and you've been married for several years. I know, I just feel like you're a person I can trust with this. Can I trust you? See, that's what I said? Can I trust you? To be confidential, to be concerned. Can I trust you with some information I'm sharing, private, deep, and that's how you begin. You find somebody that's, yes, sure. I've been married. I know it's important to have a stable relationship, have private information. Do not divulge. I understand. And then you go with it. But then when you talk to them, don't tell them all the detail, and then don't talk to them nasty about the person, your mate, nasty in front of them. So I love, first thing you should start out with, when you start telling the problem, I love John. He's the nicest person in the world, but I can't stand him leaving his clothes all over the place. That's how you do. Let them know, hey, I love him, but this issue we have, and tell them the issue. And you don't have to tell them every detail. They don't even know all that. Tell them the basic issue, and then, well, can you help me? What can I do? You got any advice for me? That's it. Keep it all clean and above board. Don't cuss. Don't say, John is an MF, and he's a... Don't do all that. Don't do all of that. Because then what happens is the person you're talking to, they understand that you got issues. Not only does John, because you cussing John out, your man, or the person that you say you love, you cussing him out in front of somebody else. So that person that you're talking to, that you're confiding in, begins to do what? Lose respect for you. Okay? And decency. Because you're talking in indecent terms about the person that you hooked up with, say you love. Okay, so be careful, ladies and gentlemen, when you confide with others, okay, about personal, detailed, intimate information, okay, private and intimate. Everything you do with your man is you and your man's business. Everything you do with your lady is you and your lady's business. It's private and it's intimate, okay? And then what happens is when you do divulge that type of information, ladies and gentlemen, it leads to a feelings of betrayal when the other person finds out about it. And don't you think they're going to find out? Eventually, they find out. Okay, I don't know how, I don't know why, but eventually, it comes to a point where they find out. Okay, I don't know how to do it, but it always happens. They find out. Sometimes you just went out and tell them. You know, I talked to David the other day. He said, "You talked to David about us?" They lose, betray. They feel betrayed. They feel inadequacy, that they're not good enough for you to keep secrets with, and so that begins to ruin your relationship. Okay, it's a crack. It's a crack. It's a crack in a relationship. Okay. You know, and cracks begin to do what? They spread, they spread, they spread. And next thing you know, you got an earthquake in your relationship and it's falling down and you cannot get back up. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to identify cracks in your relationship. Okay. The most common causes of cracking is ground movement. I told you just a moment ago, ground, below ground, that's where the problem is, the root. It's not on surface, it's just a crack. You just see a crack and you think nothing of it. But it's below surface that's the problem, it's the root. What causes ground movement beneath the earth? Beneath, caused by shrinkage, landslip, vibration, sediment, heavy sway, and so forth. Foundational failure. When you have a foundational failure in your marriage, and when you have a foundational failure in your relationship, whether you're living together, your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever, man, you're going to have trouble, okay? You cannot function in a relationship with the basics of relationship not being strong, okay? Eventually, you're gonna fall down, and then might not be able to get back up, okay? So we talked about the basis of relationship. We talked about the stages of relationship in a prior study. Today we're looking at what some of the cracks, some of the things that can come into your relationship. And if you're not careful, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not diligent, if you're not watching out, these things can take your relationship down. Some of you just starting out. You're in the honeymoon phase. Some of you in the stability phase. Some of you are in the troubleshooting phase. You know, and some of you the stability, the bliss phase, all of that, all different things. So you have to know and spot trouble and cracks when they come into your relationship. And some of y'all don't have the foggiest clue about what I'm talking about. I know, I can sense it. What about you talking about? I don't know what you talking about, man. I ain't got no crack. You talking about no crack, man. I ain't got no cement crack in my relationship. What you talking about? I know, man. That's life, okay? But look here. I told you, if you don't know something, you better ask somebody. And I'm here. When we go to the train, write your question down. Remember your questions. Let me be able to explain it on a simpler level in a different way so you can get this. I need you to get this, ladies and gentlemen. You think I'm just talking loud and saying nothing? What I'm saying is going to help you. But it can't help you if you don't get it. It can't help you if you don't use it, okay? And it can't help you if you don't understand. I'm here to help you understand how to keep your relationship from being ruined, how to keep your relationship from being filled up with cracks, okay? And they can cause your relationship to fall and crumble down to the ground, okay? So number one is what? Confiding. It's one of the main reasons how a relationship get messed up. And a lot of times what happens is some people are not, they don't have that home life out of their mind. So they run back and tell mom. Sometimes the men go back and tell his mama everything she said. And sometimes the ladies go back and tell mama everything he said. And it causes a whole lot of hardship. Okay. And causes their parents to be angry at the mate. That's wrong. Whatever happens in your relationship, whether you're married, whether you are living together, whether you're just dating, boyfriend, girl, whatever, fiance, you should try to resolve that issue in your relationship in between each other. Do not get third parties involved unless it's absolutely mandatory. Okay. If you cannot resolve it between each other, of course, you're going to need a pastor. I would suggest a pastor, a counselor, a wise, older, mature individual that's been through this stuff that can also respect your privacy without telling your business out in the street. Okay. So that's how you got to think, man. I want you to think. I want you to be strong in your mind, ladies and gentlemen, about your relationship, because when you don't have a good relationship, you got nothing. Nothing from nothing. Do what? Leave nothing. Let's go. Number two is what? Being manipulative. That's another big area that causes trouble in people's lives. They try to manipulate you. What you mean, Bobbied? What you mean? Manipulate, man. Manipulate. I got this one right. Manipulate. Yeah, they try to manipulate people, man. And so one of the major areas that people try to manipulate each other is their personality. How they look, how they do stuff, how they talk. You know, when they went to the honeymoon phase, all that stuff was nice. You know, oh, yeah, you couldn't notice it. went to the troubleshooting, stage, and they couldn't notice it there either. But and then I'm sorry, they noticed it there, but they said, well, I got to deal with this. I got to live with this, and they decided, well, okay, we want a stability stage because I decided I'm gonna accept all your faults and all everything, But then they go to the next phase and they realize, I can't deal with this, ladies. Or the ladies, I can't deal with this man. He's a fool. I got to do, and it shows up. Yeah. And so what happens is they try to get manipulative. They still want the sex is good, the love is good, and the money is good. And they're making good money, living good, But she still want to try. But she said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So then what she do, or he do, know what he does? They begin to do what? Manipulate. They try to make you do stuff without you knowing it. John, don't you want to change clothes today, John? John, you know what, John? That you think you like that, so John, you know what, John? Don't you think you need to, stuff like that? And the man do the same thing, all trying to change the way you look, all trying to change the way you wear your clothes, how you wear your clothes, your style of clothes. All those are trying to be manipulative and sneaky behind your back, instead of being honest with you and say, look, John. I don't really like the clothes. I knew you was like this when we met, but I thought it would change, and I thought you would change. And I tried to accept you for who you are and what you are, but I just can't do it. And could you please? I don't know. I don't want you to make no drastic change and notice you don't like it, but could you please consider making at least a tiny change for me? That's how you talk. That's how you open up a problematic system or a problematic theme that you're dealing with, or a problematic crack in your relationship. Okay, don't manipulate, because sometimes people can tell that you're trying to double talk them. Yeah, you're trying to do psychological warfare on them. I know when somebody trying to do okay double on me. I could tell you in a minute because I know psychology. And so I don't try to do that. Be honest, be open, above board, deal. Like I told you, whenever you have a crack in your relationship, nip it in the bud immediately. Don't let it sit there and fester and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Nip it, man. You might not be able to get it all, but start in as quickly as you see. Say, look, hey, I think you got an issue with me. And what do you mean I don't have an issue? No, I'm serious. I think you have an issue with how I wear my clothes. I don't have no, I just thought I would make a suggestion. No, you stop that right there. You sit down. So let's talk about this. And you open it up a dialogue, discussion, and you find out where she's really coming from with that. Good. And you make her, don't forcibly beat her. You just keep questioning. Don't let that conversation stop until you've gotten to the root of why she's telling you to do and so forth. Okay. And you let her know, this seems like manipulation. What do you mean manipulation? You're trying to get me to do something that I don't really want to do. Now you're trying to change my ways. I'm not trying. I just made a suggestion. Line. You got to go through all of that yin yang to get to the truth. And when you get to the truth, is when you both can level off. You say, okay, I understand. She said, well, yes, John, I was trying to manipulate you. I'm sorry. Yeah. And then you say, okay, I accept your apology, but don't do that to me. I liked how I dressed. You thought I was fine when we met, and now you're trying to change me. I'm sorry, John. I just couldn't. I didn't like how you dressed when I met you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to bring truth to the situation, ladies and gentlemen. You have to bring truth to light, and when you get truth, it makes both of you what? Free to be you and free to open up. And then when truth is on the table, you have a tendency to what? If you're a good mind, right mind, embrace the what? The truth. And when you embrace the truth, then you embrace each other, and relationship becomes more what? Intimate. Make sense? Are you with me, G? JP, let's go. All right, number two. Did we just do number two? Number two. And so no, I'm sorry. Come on, buddy, let's go. Number three. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back. I forgot to do a couple of things. On number one, I told you that. I can tell you this right. On the main page, I said it's very important to identify cracks in your relationship. Okay, I understand that, ladies and gentlemen. The most common causes of cracks is ground movement. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. So both causes of cracks are above surface. Okay, so every time you see a crack, you know there's more to it than just that crack. Okay, and Next one I should have said was, and I missed that one because I'm trying to rush too fast. This one right here. Hold on, let me pull it up. That's the same thing. I'm sorry, I should have had. I had a different one. I forgot to put that on. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Number three. One more number. Which one? These number three. Number three. I'm on the wrong one, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I got mixed up on my images. Okay, hold on. One second. Number three. No, that's two. Number three. Just a wannabe. All right. So number three is financial emotional cheating. Okay. Yeah, emotional cheating. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Yeah. Cheating is not only physically, sexually. It can be emotionally as well. How you mean emotion? I didn't care. I thought if you was messing around with somebody else, that's what you mean cheating? No, that's not the only way you can cheat on somebody. You didn't know that? No, it's not the only way. And some of you know it, and you're still doing it anyway. Because you had this late night rendezvous with your online lady. Yeah, you think I didn't know about that, man? And women, you do the same thing. You think I didn't know about that? In the chat rooms, huh? Oh, yeah. The date night chat room with your man, your husband, or your boyfriend in the other room, and you like, he sleep. Hey, baby. Don't tell me you ain't doing that, man. Some of y'all doing it, and I know you're doing it. Because I did a story, I did a broadcast about, about sex clubs, about the, these people that go online and they have the webcam. I did a broadcast on webcam. That's what a lot of guys do that thing, man. They pay for the women to do these and show this and then they get all, and then they go home to their lady and they, let's go. Same thing. That's emotional cheating. Okay, it's not sexually cheating because you didn't touch anybody, right? No. Did you kiss somebody? No. But you got all emotional about seeing somebody else, right? Ladies and gentlemen do this. I'm sort of sensitive because somebody told me that I only talk about men. That's a big lie. I talk about men and women. Both of us. It takes two, baby. So I don't want to hear nobody say, Bobby, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because that person gone because he said the wrong thing to me. Okay? Because I know I don't do that. Let's go. I forgot what it was. Okay, here we go. Emotional cheating. And it can seem like it's totally innocent. I never touched her. And the lady said, I never touched that man. No, you didn't touch him, but you talked to him in sweet, caressing terms and loving terms, as if he was your man himself or new person in your life. It was just like having a boyfriend. Okay, and when you get through with talking to that man, you all hot, wet, and bothered. Am I right about it? Yeah, you don't want to say you don't want to admit to your dirtiness. That's what it is. Cheating, man. Emotionally, physically, sexually, it's all wrong. If you look at somebody and they make you get all hot, wet, and bothered, you need to let that go, okay? Because that's cheating. If you look at somebody, okay, she's pretty, or he's a handsome guy, and you go on about the business, that's not cheating. That's perfectly innocent. Okay, so distinguish that. Is when somebody gets you all hot, red, and bothered, that's cheating. Because you emotionally involved with that individual, whether they're online, whether they're your next door neighbor, whether it's your person at work that you deal with every day, and you just think he's like, oh, he's so handsome, and the man says, oh, she's so fine, man. He's so fine. Hey, if you do that, let that go. Okay. If you say, oh, nice person, that's okay. That's innocent. But every time you see them, that's emotional cheating. And it hurts. Eventually, you think nobody knows about it. Eventually, it hurts your marriage. It begins to become a crack, a dent in your marriage. Because the more you do it, the more you become involved, and then it spreads out to your other parts of your life. You become to be like bored with your current partner, and you want outside or other experiences. So you may not be able to have that person at work, but then you're gonna look for somebody else that you can have because you done got bored with the person you have at home. So it all boils down to a crack in your relationship. And I told you, whenever there's a crack in your relationship, nip it in the bud. If you really want a long-term, successful, loving, caring, sharing relationship, Nip every problem that come up in the bud immediately, because it will spread, it will fester, and will take your marriage or your relationship, living relationship, your down to the ground. Okay, it may seem perfectly innocent, you know. You divulge, or sometimes you start talking about your partner to the other person, you know, online or wherever, you know. You divulge this personal information like I talked to before, and it winds up being betrayal. You betray your partner, you betray your mate, and you think it's cute because you're feeling good. It makes you feel good. But eventually, ladies and gentlemen, whether you know it or not, I always told you that darkness comes to the light. Sooner or later, they're going to find out what you did, what you're doing, and then they're not going to be very happy about it, because the crack is now an earthquake in your marriage or your living relationship or your fiance. All is beginning to crumble down because you had to emotionally cheat on her or him. Are you with me, G? Let's go. I'm done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. All right. So, 3 rules in a relationship: don't lie, don't cheat, and don't make promises you can't keep. In that rhyme. You with me, G? Don't lie, don't cheat, and don't make promises you can't keep. Okay? And everybody do all 3 of them in every relationship. We lie, we cheat, and we make promises we can't keep. That's why a lot of us ain't got nobody right now. I'm telling you, man. I know. I'm not saying nobody's. I'm not saying be perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody is on this earth. But try. That should be your goal in your relationship: not to lie, not to cheat, and not to make promises you can't keep. If you're doing all, if you are breaking all 3 of them rules, you in serious trouble. you probably need some help, buddy. You need that now, but that should be your goal in every marriage or any relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, fiance, whatever, living relationship. That should be everybody's goal when you're dealing with a relationship. You know, sometimes you might break one of them, not the other 2. You know, you might break 2, not, you know, but when you break a rule in that, fix it up quick and get it back on track. Then your relationship might survive. I'll put it like that. It may not, but it might. You have a better chance of surviving your relationship. Okay, all of that, when you cheat emotionally, guys, it brings damage to you as an individual and damage to your relationship. Because eventually, I know y'all think, well, she don't know you or her, and the girl lady say, well, he don't know nothing about Fred. Me and Fred, we meet every night at 10 o'clock when my husband in the bed. He don't know nothing about our relationship, and we just gonna keep this secret. Next thing you know, Fred come calling you at the house, and your husband picked up, or he email you, and your husband check your computer. It comes out, man. It comes out. So stop trying to hide and doing emotional hookups, because it don't work. Okay. I mean, it may work. It may feel good for a while, but eventually it catches up. Trust me, I know. Let's go. Last one, man. Excuse me, one minute, please. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Gotta drink some. Excuse me. Copy go. All right. So last one, financial cheating, man. This is a very popular theme in most relationships. You know, money. You know why? Money, money, money. Money is the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of evil. Don't get it twisted, guys. The love of money. If you love money, you're a money person, you got to have money. I know I got a lot of money guys out there. I got a lot of money people on this train, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You get angry if you have to spend a peso. Damn, where you get my money? Where my money? But the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not money itself. Everybody should have a certain amount of money. You need money in this world to live, to do things. Without money, you won't have a good, successful relationship without money. Okay, I'm serious. You won't, because in a relationship you have to go places, do things, buy things, grow. You need money. Okay, so it's love of money, not money itself, but the love of money is the root of evil. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, when you enter into a relationship, if you want to survive and keep your relationship going, anything about money should be above board, on the table, and open. You see, well, my mama told me I always need to have a bank account in the back where nobody know about, because if he slapped me one time, I'm gonna leave him. How many of y'all mama tell y'all your sisters that and the men do the same thing. My dad told me I better keep some money in the bank in another bank account because when something happens, I have something to fall back on. I don't say, hey, that's an old folks tale, old folks. I don't know what you call it, but it's been rumored down patches from ages to ages that you always need to have a secret account in your relationship, money account, because when something goes bad, you got something to fall back on. But guess what? That's a crack in your relationship because you're holding back secrets. You're holding back information that could be useful and helpful. Suppose a partner in your relationship needs money for emergency surgery or whatever, and you got the money, but since you done lied that you ain't got nothing, you can't help it, and you scared to tell them you got money. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Be open and above board, and you will save your relationship. You will be honest. The best honest. You heard that saying, honest the best policy. Honesty, man. If you're a millionaire and you've been lying to her, and you ain't got no money. Stop it right there. Stop it, man. That happens, man. You know why people do that? Because they were burned before, and they I ain't no one tell I ain't got nothing. Or she said, I'm rich. But he ain't got to know that. You know what I'm saying? So be open and above board because those are cracks and ways that your relationship could crumble and fall, and you may never get it back together again. Okay? Humpty Dumpty did what? Huh? What did he do? Sat on the wall. And then one day Humpty Dumpty did what? He had a big fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty back together. Ain't nobody be able to put your relationship back together. When you fall out with money, if money is the reason you're falling out, it's tough, man. It's tough because when people get in their mind, he's cheating on me with my money, with our money. He's holding back. What they say, she's cheating on me. She got money I didn't know about. And man, when people find out about that, they like, it's over. And then they're gonna sue you to get their money that you hiding back from all the time. So don't do that. Some of us do shopping, man. A lot of ladies like to shop online and stuff. And if you don't tell your mate you shopping online, and then when they get the bill, what is this? What is
It's you.
Lisa D? You need a D. I ain't talking about you, Lisa D. But if the shoe fit nice, I ain't talking about Lisa. She see her now. She think I'm talking about her. But hey, sometimes I ain't gonna say it. But look, people.
No, Lisa D.
She does it sometimes. But this happens, man. And when it happens, you need to nip that thing. And I nipped it, man. I said, what? I said, watch that. I said, look here. We ain't playing that game no more. Watch it. And then she do. She tightened it up. But you gotta be able to catch that immediately because money problems in a relationship is actually almost similar to cheating. You're lying. You're not providing the proper information to your mate, and then when you get the bill, like what? And especially if you have a joint, everything's jointly shared in the family accounts, your business, everything's jointly shared, and get one statement in, and then whoever does the budget, and maybe the lady, John, what did you do, John? We spent $500. What? Did you go to one of them girl places, John? You know what I'm talking about? All of that kind of stuff, you need to nip it in the bud when it happens, man. And then, be above board. Be honest with your finances. I know this is the thing about Filipino women. A lot of Western men have this concept about Filipino women that if they show them all the money, they will get all the money. Okay, that's a big thing. That's a common theme. They don't want to marry because they won't get my money, and I can't get nothing from them. So if that's the way you feel, man, and you hooked up with a Filipino you like, you talking about marriage, get marriage out of your vocabulary because you're not ready. Okay. When I married Lisa D, I had that same concept, but I married her. So I had to get rid of that concept. And that's one reason why I got rid of that concept. Now, it took me a while, ladies and gentlemen, before I opened up all of my finances. I told Lisa D I had money. I didn't tell her how much, all of that. Then she began to get curious, like 1 or 2, 3 years in. She said, I want to know what's going on. I was like, what do you mean? I don't know what's going on with the money. I had to be open and honest. Then I sat down with her and I showed her everything I had. And I even showed her our budget, how to do the budget. And It's been a blessing to me because I opened up. I became open and honest with my finances. And Lisa D has been a blessing to me in the finances because she's taking care of that's one chore that I don't have to worry about. All I do is go behind her. Every time we get our money, I go behind her and make sure she did what she's supposed to do. And then when I see her messing up online shopping, I say, "What you doing?" But that we got it like that, and it took time. It took time, ladies and gentlemen. It took time to get to that point. Okay, it just didn't happen like that. So things like that you have to have, but you cannot cheat on the money, man. You cannot. I mean, when we first got married, I wasn't cheating. I just didn't divulge it to her because she wasn't ready. And as I told you in some other broadcasts, a lot of Filipinos don't have a money management mentality. They have a very poor understanding of finances. And so they will just, if they get money, woo, like kid in the candy store. Yeah. So I had to make sure that as we became married and we lived together, that I slowly educated her on how I manage the money, what to do with the money, and how it's earned, and how much we spend. We got to be careful. That was my whole theme. Be careful what we spend. Watch our budget. And so we live on a budget. That's how we make it. And that's how everything we need is in our budget. She understands that, and she does our budget like that. So it took me a while, but I opened up. And I think, like I keep saying, honesty is what? The best what? Policy. You be lying if you build your relationships on a set of lies, you have nothing but a lie. You're living in a lie. Yeah. Emotional cheating, financial cheating, confiding in others, living in lies, man. You got to be open and in communication with your spouse or your mate or your living partner at all times. And if you're not, you're going to wind up having a lot of cracks and dents and chips in your relationship. And those cracks and dents and chips in your relationship eventually going to cause your relationship to do what? Crumble, fall down, and it won't be able to get back up. You know right? You with me, Jay? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about because some of y'all I went through the fall down stage. I went through the fall down stage. I told you I had a 20-year marriage. Yeah, we fell out of touch. The first part of our marriage, we worked together, everything. And then somewhere along the lines, I got turned on to stuff that I was into. She got turned on to stuff that she was into. And we never came together to do a collaborative effort of anything. And that got worse and worse and worse. And I can't blame her. She was wrong, y'all. But I can't blame her totally on her. The stuff she was doing. I was doing some stuff too. But the stuff I was doing, I was doing it as a countermeasure to what she was doing. Okay. So it both in final analysis is that we became apart, both of us are grown, and we broke up. Okay. I can't put total blame on her because I keep telling you, take two, maybe two. Okay. All right, let's finish it up. So yeah, you gotta understand that, man. Financial infidelity is common in every marriage because people are focused on money. Money is the root of all evil. But we need to have money in a relationship. In order for our relationship to flourish, we got to go on vacation, right? You need money. You got to buy a gift, right? You need money. You got to buy food, right? Pay your rent. You need money. You got to have money, man. So it's important, but be honest with it, okay? And what happens when they find out you're holding back, you're cheating on money, it can have a negative impact on your relationship, okay? Breaks the trust in the relationship and causes them to doubt you. So it's a crack that must be dealt. The money crack must be dealt with immediately. I'm telling you, don't let that linger. And before you even go any closer with your woman or your man, talk about the money stuff up front. Just be open. So look, John, me and you've been going together for 2 years. You asked me to marry you. I said yes, but you never talk about your finances, John. I need to know how much money you have, how much you make, what you have in the bank, you have any stocks or bonds. I need to know, John. And then John should be asking her the same question. Put it all out on the table and see what you got collectively. Are you with me? That stops any cracks from forming. Let's go. We out. All right, so yeah, you got to be able to do that. Many of us focus on money instead of our partner. But I never met a dollar that was cheating on me. Okay? Yeah, many of us focus on our partner. We focus on our money instead of our partner. Everybody, where my money at? Where my money? But we never saw a dollar that was cheating on it. Dollar don't cheat you. It's the person. You focus on your money. What about that woman, man? You focus on your money. What about that man, woman? Because it's the man that's going to cheat with the money. And it's the woman that's going to cheat with the money. Where's my money? My money. You counting the money, but you ain't looking at that woman. When you count the money, she take it and put some in the back pocket. Take it, and yeah. But we so caught up on the money. Okay? It's not the money that cheats. It's the person. So be open, be honest, and we will have less cracks in our relationship. And that means that our relationship will not be ruined, but they will be flourished. I mean, there's no perfect relationship out there, guys. If you're looking for that, I'm telling you right now, you might as well stop looking because ain't nobody perfect. You got to find the right one that you feel that you can work with and that can work with you and develop something in life together. And then that's the best you can hope for. And it takes work when you get into it. If you're going into a relationship and you think this, hey, we could be live off of love. She love me, man. She love me. I don't have no job. Man. I ain't got no car. But she love me. We're going to get married, And I get a job later on, but we're going to get married first. You're setting yourself up for a big, fat, Humpty Dumpty fall. I don't want to see you go out like that. Okay? Because I keep telling you, man, if you're not ready, if you're not ready to work, don't enter into a relationship. Work on yourself first. Okay? And then when you get yourself a straight job, you got good money coming in, you got a car, you got a place to stay, and then you can start looking for some outside love or stronger relationship, put like that. All right, let me go over this real quick, and then we're gonna be done because I had some very good points here. I just want to make sure to highlight them again, and we're gonna be done. Okay, give me one minute. Okay, maybe. One. Okay, number one, confiding in others. Being manipulative, emotional cheating, financial cheating. There's a whole lot more, ladies and gentlemen. But those are four I highlighted because those, to me, are those the most common ones that prevail, the common cracks that prevail in any real relationship. Okay, so when you watch out for those things, and when you find something, I keep telling you, man, don't wait. You know she doing something, she know you doing something. Don't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Confront your partner. Confront them. I ain't say cuss them out. I ain't say beat them. I ain't say leave them. I ain't say none of that. I say confront them. And do not confront them in a combative manner. What you mean combative? Would you be going to combat? Yeah. Don't act like you're going to combat battle with them. Because if you have to talk with them, say, hey, John, I need to talk to you, please. You don't mind? When you have time? You have time? Yeah, I got time. Can you sit down the table? Can we go sit at the table? You want a cup of coffee? Yeah, you want a cup of coffee. What you want to talk about? John, I got this message from a young lady. Young lady? What you talking about? John, she says you're her man. What? What lady? You know what I'm saying? Catch that stuff and nip it in the bud. Don't let nobody think they're getting away with nothing. So what a lot of people do, they'll realize there's infidelity in a relationship and they just live with it. But she'll come back to me when she's ready. Or he'll come back to me when she's ready. No. Don't be a fool. Go to school. Confront them. But do not confront them in a violent manner. Be logical. Be sensible. And put all your... and don't, please, for God's sake, don't come to them with no hearsay stuff. Don't come to them with no rumors because they're going to eat you alive. Where's your evidence? You telling me what somebody told you? Don't come to me with that crazy stuff, Have your evidence, facts. If you have no facts, wait till you get some facts. Okay? Don't confront nobody with just hearsay because it ain't don't mean nothing. Okay? So that's how you do. If you want your relationship to survive and stay strong and long, don't let no cracks come in. When you see a crack, nip it in the bud. That's it. People get ready. Well, there's a train that's coming. Don't need no ticket. It just get down, boy. I needed love. Ooh, say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. Nah. You just get down, boy. Get down, boy. Yeah. Y'all ready, man? Are you ready to ride a little train? I'm ready, man. Ready to get this thing crunk up in here. But y'all ready to get this thing crunk up in here? Yeah, man. Let's ride this train. Get some love up in this house today. Y'all ready, man? Hey, you ready for the roll call? Roll call, man. Y'all ready for the roll? Are you ready for the roll call? Yeah, let's go. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Hey, let's ride this train, baby. Y'all ready? Hey, I want to ride this train till the wheels fall off the track. You know what I'm saying? You with me? JP, are you with me, man? Hey, somebody better be with me because we're going to ride. We got to find out. I got to slow down now. We've got to find out who's rough enough. We've got to find out who's tough enough. We've got to find out who's buffed up enough. Try to say that 3 times in a row. Buffed up enough. Buffed up enough. You can't do it because I can't do it. All right, we got to find out who rubbed up, tough up, buff up, who that is. Who that said they're going to beat them. I need to know. Somebody, can you tell me, please? I'm going to drill down here and find out who that is. See who that is, man. Come on, man. Don't play with me today. Steam yard. Don't play with me. Come on down. Okay, I can find out who that is. Who is that man? Who that man? Who that man? Who's that man? Smooth sound. What's up, boo? Smooth sound doing the thing. Doing the thing right, tight, long and strong. He's on round number 3. He ain't no wannabe. Smooth, I'm finna show you better than I can throw you. He ain't playing today. Hey, man. Smooth, congrats, man. You did it. You're doing it. And you got 2 more times to meet your goal. He said, I'm gonna be 5 in a row. That's what he told me. He know what he's doing, right? Mm-hmm. He's standing up at the computer. He waiting for the bell.
What's up?
You gonna bust my eardrum out.
I'm eating corn.
Yeah, she's eating corn, y'all. She's a corny person, you know what I'm saying? Nah, just playing these deer. This D, see, she ain't ready, y'all. She can't come there with her hair stuff in her head and a corn cob on her hand. What's wrong with you? Okay, what you had? That's all you had this morning, corn. You had anything else? What?
Corn only. And smoothie.
You act like you had something. Nah, what's on? Hey, Smooth, man.
Smooth.
You're doing good, man. I'm very proud of you, man. I like to see people make changes. I like to see people make their commitments. He committed that he was going to be 5 times in a row. Number 1. This is number 3. This is a consecutive record for him. And he's breaking his record every day so far. So far, he's broken his record. And so that's a challenge. He challenged himself. He put his gauntlet down, and nobody else stepped up to beat him. Yeah, you got a chicha-pie-out mentality. I'm going to get this. Hey, man, I like that, man. That shows you have a drive side of you. Okay? That shows you have a motivational side of you. That when you push the right button in smooth sound, you can get some results. That's it. And everybody should have a turn-on term in their mind. Let's go. You know, that's mine. You know, so let's go. That means I'm going to get me some extra energy. I'm going to get me some extra strength. Whatever it needs, I got to get up. You know, I got to get up. I got, if I'm not down and I'm not 6 feet under, I got to get up. And that's what I try to do. And everybody, I think Smooth got one too. He don't want to share it though, because he said he might take my stuff. Well, hey, Smooth, so glad to see you, man. You're here today. I'm happy to have you as a member on the team, on the train with us, man. Congrats to you. Y'all give us props. Round train, about easy one day. Who we got?
Smooth.
He said I had
number 2 too.
I beat those Saints. He beat those Saints again, man. He beat them again. Number 2 and number 1. Hey, doing it right, tight, long, strong. Smooth sounds. Good to see you, man. I like to have people that do well on the show, and so we got a story to tell on the show. Let's go. Number 2. I got
Angel in the house.
Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Woo, what's up, Mel? How you doing, my dear? So good to see you. Long time no see. But now we see. What's up, my dear? She said, wow. Hey, so glad to have you on the show today. This is Pastor Charles' wife, y'all. Her name is Mel. And she lives in Lapu-Lapu. Pastor Charles and Mel have a house condo in Lapu-Lapu, and they have a nice couple. We went to their wedding, and we try to associate with them as much as possible. We don't see Charles that much because he's in the United States of a doggone America. He's doing his thing, but eventually he'll be coming back home. and he's going to retire here, and they're going to live in his. He already got his home. You know, they got a home set up. I wish I'd have done that. I wish, you know, when I came here, we didn't have a home, and I had to set up, and we had to find one when we got here. So, I visited Lisa D 5 years before I actually moved out here. I wish I could have, in them 5 years, I could have bought a home and had the home almost paid for. You know, when I actually moved. I didn't think. So Mel and Pastor Charles are doing it the smart way, better than me. I'm sorry, man. I was, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I had no idea in my wildest dream that I would be staying out here. That's why in them 5 years I was like, come and go. But then on the last trip, I didn't want to leave. So that's why we ended up winding up with having to look for a place. But so good to see you, Mel. Don't be a stranger, Long Ranger. Stop by and check up with us and see how we doing every now and then. We miss you. We love you. So good to see you, my dear. Well, good to see you, my dear. Ryan James Bobby Lee. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Lisa, what you got to tell Mel?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mel, but I have to say this. Number 2, just want to be.
And she bust my eardrum again. Now, Mel, don't feel. Hey, we're not picking on you. Okay, this is just if you hit the number 2 slot and you're the number 2 person on the show today, then we give you the business. We give you a little jokey joke. He said number 2, just won't do so. Don't take it personal. Don't get mad at Lisa D. She likes saying it. Ryan James Bobby, who we got? D, what's up, D? He said, hi. What's up, D? Hey, man, you all right? So good to see you. So good to see you. D, if you're new on the show, welcome, man. And if you want.
No, he's not new.
How do you know?
He's not new.
How do you know?
I remember him.
You remember D? Okay.
Oh.
What makes you remember D?
His name, D.
Okay. When was he on the show last time?
I don't know.
Okay, D.
He's not new.
Okay, D. I will take it from Lisa D. But welcome to the show, man. So good to see you. Hi back at you, and have a good time on the show. Remember that we're here to teach, reach, and explain and help each other grow in this thing, in this place we call the world and life. Okay? So good to see you, D, in the house today. I trained by D. Who we got? He said, I'm watching. Thank you, D. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching the show. We got a lot of people that just like to watch and just listen and just love to hear us talk. And we just love to teach you and tell you what's going on in the world in our eyes from our perspective, you know, because it's always good to hear somebody else talk about things. And then you can bounce off what I say about something in your mind about what the attitude you have it in your mind. You know, it's good to share opinions. It's good to share ideas. So I'm glad you're listening. Ryan Chan Bobby Lee, One Nation, smooth sounds. He said, wait, I'm watching. Okay. Watching.
Because remember I said not a lot of people watching, and then you said nobody's watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She told me, no, nobody watching. Nobody. I said, okay. No, I don't play that. But let's go. Ryan, who we got? Paul. He said, what's going on, Bobby? Hey, man, we doing good. Paul in the house. What's up, man, Paul? We doing good today, man. We had a nice breakfast. We got up. I didn't actually sleep that well last night. So I was a little sleepy when I got up. But when I started getting around, doing my daily chores, I perked up. But I'm doing good, man. So good to see you in the house today, Paul. Ryan, Train, Bobby Lisi. One nation, under groove. One love. What's up? Rhythm Ghost, James Rhythm Ghost. What's up, James? He said, what's up, Love Train? What's up, Love Train? Hey, man, we doing good, James. So good to see you. James is coming to us all the way from Chicago, Illinois, in the north. And he has a business, and he has his acting career. Got a lot of things. Got a fiance, Irene. Irene's here in Lapu-Lapu, and that's where James is going to come back when they open it up. He's going to come back out here, and he's going to be moving, taking his business all the way out to the Philippines. And Irene can't wait. I know she's excited. She can't wait. And they're a nice, happy couple. We met with them maybe about 3 or 4 years ago now. Long time now, James. We met with them. We had a nice lunch with them. James is a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian all last year, and I went back to meat this year. I should have stayed on that veggie stuff. So good to see you, James. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation, on the groove. Who we got? Howard, Coop in the house. What's up? Coop. Aloha, back at you, Coop. Good to see you, man. Coming to us all the way from Honolulu, Hawaii. What's up? Hey, good to have you in the house with us today, man. We like everything about Hawaii. Is the weather. It's almost like living in the Philippines. It's always hot, humid, sticky, and they very seldom get any cold weather out there. So if you want to come to the Philippines, you'll have the same type of weather that you living right now. So good to see you, Coop in the house. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Xander, man, what's up, Zan? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. He said, let's go, baby. Hey, man, let's get this thing crunk up in this house today, man. We got to do our thing right, tight, long, and strong. You know how we do. Y'all check out Xander Man's show. You got some live stream going on. It's popping, it's crunk, and it might get you drunk. Let's go. Right Trade Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. We got Xander Man. He said, smooth sound. Number one in the house today. Right Trade Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Xander Man. Paul, what's up, man? How you doing, Paul?
What's up, Zan?
You all right, man? Good to see you. Paul right in the house. He said, what's going on, Xander, man? In the house. Blue Ranches. All my Brewers in the house say, hoorah. All my angels in the house say, hoorah. All my members in the house say, rah. Hey, and speaking of members, man, I got 4 members, okay? 4 members, loyal 4 members. I need 16 members. My goal for this year is to have 20 members for the year 2021. Can we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do this thing, man. I need you to get involved. I need you to get a membership. We got 3 levels of membership. The first one is called the gold member. Gold member. The first one is called the gold level. Okay, the second one is the silver bullet, the silver level, and the third one is the bronze level. Now, the least expensive one, then none of them are expensive, but the least one is the bronze. That's like about $2.99, $2.99 a month. The next one is the silver. That's about $6.99, and the highest one you can get, if you're a big bottle shot collar, $24.99. Can you do it? I didn't know what I'm saying. I ain't heard nothing. Did you hear anything they said?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yay!
Okay, she heard one person. I ain't heard nothing. Come on, man. Let's get on board. Let's get on board. Do this thing right, tight, long, strong. Support the show. When you support this show, you're securing that me and Lisa D can come back here on a regular basis to give you the live broadcast that you like. Okay? Let's do that. Round chain, Bobby Lee's one that you under groove. Smooth. He said, yes, Mr. Zen. What's up? What's up?
Mr. Zen.
Round chain, Bobby Lee. Who got Robert Gilbert? What's up, Robert? Hey, man. Good to see you. So good to see you, Robert.
Girl.
Welcome back to the show, man. What you say?
Girl.
No, don't call her no girl, but she don't know how to pronounce it. It's Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Gilbert. There you go. She playing the game. She playing. Stop playing these. He said, Bobby, I'm getting married to my girl who has 2 teenage boys. I have gotten a lawyer who is drawing up a prenuptial, very good idea, to protect my 2 pensions. What's your feeling on this matter? I think it's a good idea. To be honest with you, I have no problem with people getting a prenuptial because that protects your finances. And I mentioned earlier in the show that a lot of men from the West have this thing about Filipinos taking everything they got when they get married. So that's your protection right there. She understands. If she agrees with it, I don't know, because they want to get your money. But she agrees with it, then it means she's legit. She has no intentions of trying to rob you and take your stuff. So it's a good idea. But make sure that if you do it in the Philippines, just make sure it's registered both, not only in the USA, but in the Philippines as well, both places. Get it certified in both places. Because you may eventually take her here, or she may, wherever you might want to change where you live. But I think it's a good idea. It protects yourself. It protects your assets that you work all your life to accumulate rather. And you want to make sure that no one comes in there and rips you off just because you fell out of love or they fell out of love with you. So it's a good way of protecting your assets. And if she's honest with you, she should have no reservations about it at all. If she does have a problem with it, then you may not look at it. You got a problem with my finance, the way I want to do this marriage. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're not the one for me. And then move on. Let's go. So good to see you, man. Ryan, tell everybody who we got. Monroe, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, I just remembered Monroe. We're going to have a Zoom meeting on the 24th, which is Saturday. We'll tell you the date and the time rather when we get it settled. And I want everybody to show up at the Zoom. I just don't want me and Monroe, okay?
I want Martha Hayes and Terry Fleming show up also.
Then I can tell you
Last
now.
time they didn't show up.
I can tell you now, Terry Hayes,
Terry Hayes.
Murphy Hayes, probably Murphy. This is not Murphy. Zoom is not Murphy's thing, and Terry as well. They may show up, but they do this fine. But I know these guys like my ham, and they like my brothers. They not. I know how they do. That's not what they do. Okay, lady. But if somebody Zoom is not for everybody. Okay, but if you want to meet with us up close and personal, and then we can talk about each other and talk about the show, talk about your life, and it's nice to get comfortable and talk and open up and be more closer. The more we talk and communicate one on one, the more stronger our bond becomes. And because I tell y'all, if you may not think of this, but this is a family. This is a family, and it's our YouTube family, and we treat family members with respect, decency, and dignity. And we like to get together and have a family reunion. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Murphy, Monroe said, "Hello, Bobbied, from Greensboro, North Carolina." Hey, man, this is my Greensboro guy. You ever heard of Marlboro man? This is my Greensboro man. Every time he comes on the show, he said, "This is Monroe Smith, and I'm from North Carolina, Greensboro." That is. Monroe reminded me of Jed Clamp. Y'all remember Jed Clamp? Let me tell you about a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer that better kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at a coal up through the brown coming, bubbling cool oil, that is. Black gold, Texas tea. You remember that song? That's what he reminded me of. Let's go round train about the One Nation. Who we got? Monroe. He said, "Congrats to Smooth Sound for number one."
Congrats.
Smooth Sound. They got his mind right. I keep telling y'all, man, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Don't waste your mind on crazy stuff. Waste your mind and your energy on stuff that's going to improve and enhance your life. This is what's enhancing his life, that he can obtain a number one status. Many people in this world and in our lifetime never get number one at nothing. So if he has an opportunity to get number one on the show, why not? It's not. It's just a personnel booster. It's a confidence booster. So why not, man? And I keep telling you, when you get number one in any area of your life, you can transfer that number one mentality from this area to your job, to your family, to the community, to your church, any place else. If you did it one place, you can do it again. Ain't that right? I ain't hear you. Let's go. Round train by who we got? Monroe. He said, "Congrats, G, for number two. Number two just won't do." Okay, D. Let's go. D was the number two. Oh, that was Mel. Mel was number two. D was number two.
They cannot see it.
I'm sorry, y'all. Mel came to us from Facebook. And people that are coming to us from YouTube, you can't see the Facebook responses. That's just how the software works. So D was not number two, but Mel came to us from Facebook. She was number two. So y'all, that's how it works. Okay, let's go. Round train by the One Nation. We got Paul in the house.
I tell you, my lady, I tried to tell her, quit telling her family out business, to telling them what I make. I tell her to keep our business between us. Sometimes the Filipina doesn't understand that.
You're right. Let me tell you what this is about. This is a. I remember I talked to you earlier in the show about cultural clashes. This is a cultural phenomenon in the Filipino society. Women in the Filipino, and men as well, like to talk, and they like to tell their business, their personal, private business. They like to talk. And I found that out when I married Lisa D. Every time I tell her, don't, make sure you don't say nothing about it. Next thing I know, she done told somebody. And then she had the nerve to come back and tell me she told somebody. I said, what? I said, you did what? I told you not to tell nobody. I said, what are you doing? This is our private. But if they don't tell, then they don't feel like they're being open and friendly. In their society and their culture, if you talk about personal business, that's expected. Okay, so if you withhold that information, you don't feel right withholding it. And then when you talk to somebody and they ask you a personal question, you say, "I can't tell you," that's offensive to them. So that's why they open up. They don't. So anything you don't want to tell the world to know about, don't tell. Personal, private, you might want to keep that one to yourself, because it's going to come out. And I got to the point where I tell Lisa D everything, but I'm sure, I know she goes and tells some of it, but some of them she's got to the point now where she does respect the fact that I don't want her to tell certain things, and there's certain things she won't say. So eventually you will get to that understanding with her, and don't get to a point where you always cussing her out, like, "What are you doing?" Because that then she'll become sort of against you for doing it, because that's how she was raised. That's how she, just like you was raised to be private, have private business. Me too, right? That's how I was raised. They was raised the opposite way. So we have a clash of cultures, mentality, thinking, personality, characteristics. It's a clash, and you have to come to a compromising understanding of that. Okay, you have to compromise on what certain things you are open to tell, and then certain things you're not, and that's where we are right now. Let's go right train, Bobby. Let's see one. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, what's up, guys? Got in the house. Got in the house. Woo. What's up, Goldfinger? What's up, Goldfinger? He said, "What's up, people? Hey, man, we doing good, Murphy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you in the house today. Ryan Train, Bobby, DC, One Nation under. Good to see Murphy Hayes, the original Goldfinger man, in the house today. He's our first gold member, and he won't be the last. Because I need some people to step up. I know y'all tired of me talking about this. You think I ain't tired of talking about it? I need some people to step up. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby, DC, One. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, Sir Smooth, going for the gold. Number 1, that's 3.
That's 3. Number 3, man.
Yeah, 3 rounds.
And he is demonstrating to us that he is no longer a wannabe.
2 more rounds.
Number 3 is usually a wannabe, but he ain't no wannabe today. This is 3rd in a row. Every round go higher and higher. Remember that song? Every round go higher and higher. Every round goes higher and higher. Yeah, he getting high up there, man. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby, DC, One Nation under Robert Gilbert. What's up, man? He said, "I'm getting married, but only with a prenuptial contract." Okay, so you're trying to protect yourself as well, and it's okay, man. I have no problems with prenuptial. If you feel more comfortable that way, do it, man. It's only protecting your assets, and you worked hard. You worked very hard for 30, 20, whatever years to get your stuff you got, stuff you've accumulated. And to have a marriage go sour and a lady get mad at you and she takes everything. Nobody want to go through that ordeal, but me. At least you get mad at me tomorrow, man. I won't have nothing but not one little thing. She took everything now. No. But if she get, she's not like that. I know somebody that she's not like that. And there's a lot of women are like that, but she's not like that. She's at least she's a godly woman. And when I understood that I had a godly woman, I saw the need to get a prenuptial. Okay. And when you're dealing with people that are godly, and and maybe your parents, you haven't got to that point yet, you don't need a prenuptial. But if you feel comfortable with doing that, then that's okay. Do what you got to do to make your life happy, blissful, and peaceful, and get the woman you want as well. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby, DC, One Nation. Remember, hey, he said, that's why you give the relationship at least a year minimum. And that's why if you that way you see any crap that you don't want to put up with, get on the bus, Gus, and discuss. Don't discuss. A rush running is a must. Yeah, I tell you, man, he's right. That's why I tell everybody, man, you need at least a year, a minimum to discuss. And if you found the right one, just don't jump into that thing. Don't jump into don't take no drastic steps. Take your time, because it's easy for a woman or a man to put on one face in a honeymoon stage, right? We just talked about the relationship stage, honeymoon stage, when everything's lovely, you happy, you see no faults. And then the next stage is the power struggle stage, right? And you see all the dirt comes out, the claws come on. So when you get to that stage, then you go into stability stage. Everything get peaceful. She's the one, you're the one, he's the one. And then you go to the next stage. And take your time. Those stages take at least a year or more, man. So take your time. I spent 5 years dealing with Lisa D. Yeah, she had to deal with me too, because we all had our attitudes. I had attitudes. She had hers. Yeah, I still got mine. Some of it. You still got some of yours too. They don't start with me, Lisa D.
Don't start with me, Bobby.
Hey, don't start with me.
Bust your ear.
Bust it, Lisa D. You bad. But we got it like that. We have a good time. We rip each other every now and then. And sometimes we have serious discussions, but we've committed. And when you're committed, no matter how serious the discussion is, you're committed. And I talked to you all a few days ago about love, and I talked about emotions, and I talked about logic. When love means action, doing, caring, sharing, giving, loving, and forgiving. Okay, when you love someone,
And
you,
forget,
huh?
forget,
Okay, when you love someone, you just don't get
forget the
angry.
past.
Yeah, it means you're right. It's forgetting the past as well. When you love someone, you don't let your emotions deal with it. You see, a lot of people think that love is dealing with emotions. It's totally not true. Love is action. It's commitment involved with love. With emotion, there's only feeling, and a feeling is only temporary. Hmm? It's only temporary. Feelings come and go every time, all the day. But when you love somebody, it's not based on your feelings. It's based on your ability, your commitment to actually take care and do something to help that person grow, to live, to get stronger, to get better. And that's what love is about. So when you get mad at somebody, your love is still there. When you get angry, that's an emotion. That's not love. So when I get mad at Lisa D or get angry at her, I still love her. Even though I have anger, I still love her because my love is about action, taking care of her, helping her, and the emotion of anger comes and goes. See, my love will be long there after the emotion of anger is gone. My love's going to be there. Okay. So that's when you know you got a commitment and you have love. Let's go around chamber. See one nation under a group. Who we got?
Orpha Hayes. Hello, Sir Monroe.
What's up, Monroe? Murphy, hey, what's up? Round chamber. Who we got?
Monroe. Hello, Mr. Marvin Hayes. Mr. Goldfingers.
Goldfinger. Let's go. Round chamber. See one nation. Who we got?
Goldfinger.
Rah! Round chamber. See one nation under a group. One love.
Monroe. Hello, Bobby. A turn off for me is when someone tries to control me, emotional or physical, especially in relationships. I should get a lot that out here today.
Yeah, controlling somebody is really deceptive and it's disturbing once you find out that's what they've been doing. Because it's so many people are so good at concealing their manipulability. Is that a word? Concealing the fact that they're trying to manipulate you until you really don't. A lot of us don't even know it. But what happens a lot, and I'm not trying to come down on women. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of women are very, very deceptive, and they're good, especially the Filipinas out here, the scammers. Oh, Lord. They'll have their nose, their finger up your nose so long you don't know it's there because they know how to talk to you. And yeah, they know how to talk to you and get that montage. It's nothing personal with them. It's very impersonal. It's a job. It's a business. And they do what they can to get your money. That's just the way it is. And so, yeah, they manipulate you. They tell you things that you want to hear. And we fall for it. We fall for the okie doke. And yeah, when it happens, most people don't like it, just like you, Monroe. It's not good. Round champ, who we got?
Martha Hayes, that's a good idea, so Sir Gilbert.
Girlbert. Come on, Lizzie, come on now.
Sorry.
Reading is fundamental. Let's go. Round champ, Bobby Lee, one nation under groove.
Martha Hayes, my ex criticized and called me lazy, and I had a full-time job and loan care business, and she accused me of cheating, which was never true, even after I left her.
Wow, she got problems. I see why you left her. You got a full-time job, and you got a good business, and you all of that. You had time to cheat on her too. It's crazy. And people like that, man, they always want to manipulate. She was trying to manipulate you. Of course, you know that. She was trying to manipulate, gaslight you, all kind of stuff, make you look like you the one who was wrong, and then highlight herself like she the queen. So you have to get rid of the queen, and now you got a king by yourself, and you got another queen. Isn't that right? Let's go.
Martha Hayes, my ex stole all my money from my bank account. That's what I never had any name on my account.
Man, and that's something. Yeah, I understand how it is, man. My ex-wife got some money from me, but we had a personal checking account. We had a joint checking account, right? I got rid of that account a long time because she was pulling it up, putting it in there. I said, nah, I'm done with that. So I thought I was good, but she found a way to get some more money out of me. What she did was I had a 401k account, right? And she pulled out, well, she didn't find a way. The lawyer made me give her half of that. Man, that hurt me so bad. I had to give her half of my 401k. I had a lot of money, man. I mean, and I had to give her half. And she ain't work for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand. When you are to the end in a relationship, there's usually no commitment. There's usually no love. There's only animosity and bitterness. And so when people know it's the end, they try to make sure they can get something from you before it's all over with. And so that's why they try to rip you off, you know. But if you have a prenuptial, that stops all that. Let's go, Ride Train Bobby, Lazy One Nation under a groove.
Robert Gilbert, thanks for your input.
Oh, you're very welcome, Robert. I mean, I try to give you the best advice I can, and keep in mind, man, my advice is only my advice. It don't make it right. It don't make it wrong. It just makes it my opinion. Okay, let's go, Ride Train. Who we got?
Robert Gilbert, thanks, Murphy.
You're welcome. Ride Train Bobby, DC One Nation. Who we got?
Smooth, yes, Mr. Hayes. 3 rounds, and I beat those Saints.
Who that say they're gonna beat them Saints? Smooth Sound say they're gonna beat them Saints. Let's go, Ride Train. Who we got?
Murphy, say what? I don't
No,
know.
Murphy Hayes is the Saints man. He down there in the Louisiana area, New Orleans area. Let's go, Ride Train. Who we got?
Who that?
Who that said they gonna beat them? So, hey, what's the guy name that your quarterback is gone this year? He retired. So Saints might get a lot of whipping this year, but they can't be no worse than the Falcons. Falcons ain't doing nothing. I don't know what's going on with the Atlanta Falcons, man. They got a good coach, and they got good players, but they ain't doing nothing. I don't understand it. Let's go. Murphy said, like they say about me, too long don't make it right. No, somebody got to be smarter and wiser and stronger emotionally and spiritually to deal with situations. Because if you notice when you're dealing with a Filipino, most of the time they're gonna get emotional. I can tell you that for a fact. They're gonna be, and they don't look at logic. So you have to stand strong on what you know is right. And when you know they see you standing and you ain't budging, then they're gonna come around. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got? Jam, raw. This is a man who knows about Filipinas. He's been married to a beautiful Filipina. He has 2 Filipino children, and he has a good life. Jam Raw, coming to us from the United States of a doggone America in Alabama. What's up, Jam Raw?
What's up,
He
James?
said, toot. What's good, Dick family and friends? We are here in Bama, ready for the winter. Be easy. Yeah, I understand. It's getting cool out there now. It's like, what getting a little breeze in here. Yeah, Alabama is a nice city. I lived in Birmingham for a short time, and there's a city called Meridian. It's right near Mississippi. Meridian. That's what it is. Meridian. I said Meridian because I think about it wrong. Meridian. It's right on the borderline of Alabama and Mississippi. I lived there in that area as well because I worked for a company called Bell. It was called Bell South at the time, and they transferred me everywhere. But they're called AT&T now. But so yeah, Alabama. I like Birmingham. Birmingham is the best city in Alabama for me. Tuscaloosa is good too, but Birmingham is the best. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, he said, Shy, head up, Jeff, man. What's up, Jeff, Raw? You all right, man? So good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? Murphy. Hey, he said, typo. What up, Jeff? There's a big difference. What up, and Child? So good to see you, Ryan Train, Bobby. Who we got? Monroe Smith in the house. He said, you're right, Bobby D. You should always come with concrete evidence instead of hearsay, especially in relation like you would do when you go to court and you're on the trial. Yeah, man. I don't when you're dealing with relationships and people's emotions and feelings, don't come up with, Shirley said she saw you with another woman. Mm-hmm. Now, what you got to say with that, John? Here's how they do. Because look, Shirley, who is Shirley? You better get your information straight, because I was at work and I got proof. I got evidence. I made it look stupid. Come with your facts right, man, before you claim somebody and make them all mad with you. Come with the facts. Because they'll make you look. If you like me, I will make you look like a fool. You don't bring me no evidence. Let's go.
Murphy Hayes. Sir Terry must have overslept.
Terry Fleming ain't here today. What's up with Terry? Rain Man cometh. No Rain Man don't cometh. That's all right. I ain't worried about Terry. He all right. He probably won't sleep.
Murphy, hey, Sir Smooth Train Lightning.
He got to be lightning on the keyboard.
And where's the thunder?
I'm
He's the thunder.
No, I'm the thunder, baby. He's the lightning. We as a team. Let's go round train. Who we got?
Monroe, hello, Bobby D and Lisa D. The love train is Monroe is waiting for the Zoom train soon.
Monroe can't stop thinking about that Zoom train. That's all right, man.
They
Monroe,
like seeing us.
Monroe, we're gonna be there, man. We're gonna be Saturday,
Chit-chat.
and we're gonna be having a nice time, just talking. It's just an open talk, open chat, guys. No big agenda. It's an open chat. So don't come in there with thinking we're gonna have programmed it now. Just open chat line. We want to open up the lines of communication because right now I'm only a one-way verbal communication to you guys. You can hear me talk, and I can see you right, but I can't hear you. We like to have a two-way dialogue, verbal communication, and that's what Mom won't like. That's why I like to. Let's go right. Who we got?
Smooth. I tried the vegetarian thing last year too, but I found out you can gain weight just as fast.
You know
And
what?
the fart smell can kill.
Gosh, Lisa D, you keep laughing in my ear. You gotta hold that, girl. That's the third time you done bomb my ear. He said, yeah, it really is, Bob. You just being on a vegetarian diet doesn't mean you're going to lose a lot of weight. Some people do. It depends on how much vegetables you eat and how often you can load up on a plate, 2-3 plates of vegetable, and it's just like eating a full plate of meat. You know what I'm saying? It's about your volume of food that you ate. Okay. So I found that out too. I lost about 20 pounds, I think 25 pounds, and I gained most of it back when I got back on the meat. You know what I'm saying? But it's about exercise as well. If you get on a vegetarian diet and you exercise, that will help you burn the fat that you need and burn the calories and bring your weight down. Ryan Chan, Bobby, who we got? John Smith. What's up, John?
What's up, John Smith?
He said, greeting, Bobby D. Lisa D.
Hello.
From London, England. Big love to you guys and all your subscribers. Thank you so much,
Thank
John.
you so much.
Coming to us from jolly old London. Jolly old London. Oh, good to see you, my brother. Hey, man, I've never been to England. Never been there. I would like to go and visit the Queen sometime and just let her know I love her. I'm just kidding. And she busted again. I don't know what it is. I've got to get me some earplug with this because but yeah, I've never been to London. My sister went. My sister Pam went to London one time. She had a nice time there. They were on a mission trip, I believe, man. So I like to go sometime just to check and see how things are. I got a lot of people from England, Great Britain, subscribers, and so they watch the show just like you, John. Good to see you, man. Right, train by Easy One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, it causes gas. That's why they take that Bueno gas tablets. They're smooth.
Okay. Yeah, so that veggie stuff causes gas. And that's why I was blowing up the house all last year. Let's go. Right, train Bobby DC, One Nation, other. Woo, one love.
Smooth. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. When you change your diet, your body changes how it metabolizes, how it processes your food because it's doing a different type of processing. And that different type of processing causes chemical reaction. It's called gas. Let's go. Right there, who we got?
Murphy Hayes, I ate one meal a day for 2 months. I went from 180 pounds to 145.2.
Wow.
I have a 33-inch waist when I used to be a 39-inch waist. I have no more diabetes or high blood pressure. Doctor took me off from that medicine.
Wow. That's
Congrats!
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, Murphy. You did it, man. Murphy went on a diet. He said, I ate him. He went on a fasting diet, man. And he lost how many? 33 pounds. Wow. That is awesome, Murphy. I got to try that myself. Well, I don't know, man. I need some help on that one. No food hit, one meal a
He
day.
loses 40 something.
That's
40.
awesome, man. I mean that stuff like that we need to know. That's a great testimony, man. And he's no longer I took him off the meds, everything. That's awesome, Murphy.
Wow,
Congrats.
that's a big difference,
That is
guys.
awesome. That's now you're an inspiration to people that are trying to lose weight and keep it off. Now I lost about 20 pounds. I got some of it back. I tried to get it back off because I started eating that meat. But I might start.
But you didn't eat rice.
I don't eat rice now. You guys let that go. But I might start doing the 1 meal a day thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much doing that because in the morning, we only drink smoothies in the morning. That's we go outside, like we didn't catch breakfast and we'll get some fast food, something like that. But in the mornings at home, I only drink a smoothie and she'll give me a piece of toast or whatever. That's it. And then at lunch, we eat a regular lunch and a regular supper dinner. But I might try that, Murphy. You could give me some ideas. Thank you, sir, for mentioning that. Appreciate that.
Already, please.
I have lost weight. I got that 20 pounds almost back again, off of me again. Let's go. He said, Murphy, he said, if you have been married at the 10-year mark, the spouse is eligible for having. Yes. I was just reading that, Murphy. The spouse, if you've been married, if you've been in the Social Security, right? Put it like that. Your spouse can get your Social Security. Whenever you file for Social Security, your ex-spouse, whatever, even your spouse or ex can get half of your Social Security. Now, that doesn't mean they cut half of your Social Security off. You'll get your full amount, but she's entitled to whatever amount you get, half of that, but you still get your full amount. So you cannot, that's what happened to me. She got all my money, man. She got some of everything else. That's why they gave her my retirement money, half of that. That's what happened. She was entitled to it because we've been married over 10 years. That's why she got my money. I wasn't happy about that when the lawyer told me that. I said, what? I said, Jeff, you didn't work for that? He said, Mr. Dix. I said, yeah. She said, settle down. I said, I'm settled down. She didn't work for that. He said, settle down. The law says she's entitled to that, whether she worked for it or not. He said, she worked in your home together. Did she, sir? Did she clean? She cook? Did she work? Did she help you out? I said, yeah. Then she's entitled to that. And now shut up. Let's go round chain. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes did get half your retirement, even half of your life insurance.
Yeah, she didn't get my life insurance. Round chain, who we got?
Murphy Hayes, saints are tough. They are used to getting beat.
Yeah, they're like the Falcons, man. I'm upset. I'm feeling some kind of way about them Falcons, man. I thought they were going to win at least 3, but the way they're going, I don't think they're going to win even one game. What you gonna do? All right, that's it, y'all.
Yeah.
It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. Go.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Chichipaya.
And our Facebook fan page is called the Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Bobbied Life in the Philippines. Look in the video description for media information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded, replay allow the ads to run during the video. And we have a free Android app on Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you are a veteran,
you can call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for veterans information as of January 1, 2020. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits. And ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to you. It's been a pleasure coming to you today, as always. And I wanted to bring this the big broadcast about cracks in the relationship and things that can ruin your relationship, to let you know that it's important that you be vigilant and diligent about how you treat your ladies, how you treat your men, and so that people can feel free in a relationship. The relationship is meant to have people feel free and not feel like they're in a prison. So when people begin to start feeling like they're in a prison, that's when the cracks begin to develop. And that's when you sometimes don't even notice it's a crack, because you're out of touch with that person. They feel like they're locked up in a prison. And so your job is to stay in touch with each other so you don't feel like you're in a jail cell. Love Train Nation, we now have merchandise available for purchase. Check them out at lifeandfeel.bobbied.com.
we have
More comments? Okay. Jay, what's up, Jay? He said, 43 retired military veteran looking to move over. Okay. Awesome, Jay. Congrats, man. You got some good plans on you. I can't tell you exactly when they're going to open it up, Jay. I don't know, but I hope it's as soon as possible. But keep watching the show, Jay. Keep planning. Keep looking at our videos, live streams. You need to know, if you're planning on moving over, that's a great move for you, sir. I would suggest that you watch and learn and understand everything you can about the Philippines and the culture. And so you can be ready for the things you will see when you come over here, because it's a big change from the USA. If I'm assuming you're in the USA, it's a big change. But I'm glad to hear that, man. But try to find you a lady before you get here that'll help your transfer to be a little bit better for you. Okay, Jay, so good to see you, man. Thank you so much for dropping by.
But you know what? There's a new good news today, right? That if you are fully vaccinated, you can enter in the United States. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's for people traveling from the Philippines to the U.S. or from wherever country to the U.S. If you're fully vaccinated, you can enter the U.S. without any quarantine at all. It came out like yesterday, I think.
But
So,
the vaccine should be US made.
right. That's true. You have to have a U.S. made vaccine like Pfizer, Moderna, or you will have to, if you got like a Sinovac, and you say, I'm coming in the United States, I got my Sinovac, they're going to say, okay, you got to get in the back. Get in that back door. You got 14 days to quarantine. So if you have any other vaccinations other than Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson, you will have to do a 14-day quarantine to get in the United States. Okay? Get that, guys. This news just came off the press. Ryan Train about who we got?
Smooth.
Who, Sam? What's so smooth? He said, like, Lisa, you forgot to say, don't start, Smooth. Don't not start her, please. Please, Smooth. What's wrong with you? You want to hear some nasty words come on this show? Don't say it, Lisa. I've been teaching you. She's saying it better now. Can you say Lisa one time?
No, look, she would tease you.
I'm not gonna tease you. I taught her to say the word where it doesn't sound nasty. Show the people we've been practicing this.
You never laughed at me.
No, they're not gonna laugh at you. Don't nobody out there laugh at Lisa D. Come on, Lisa D. Nobody laugh. Come on, Lisa D. I didn't hear you. You said you've been busting my eardrum all day. I asked you to say focus, and you
Focus.
Say it again.
Focus.
But now you done best. All that practicing we had went down the drain. What's wrong with you? Let go. Ryan Train probably needs it one nation. Jay, he said, what are my visa options? I was living in Thailand from 2015 to 2020. I'm ready. Okay, here it is right now. I want to break it down to you. Right now, no foreigners can get in the Philippines on a tourist. You would have to choose a tourist visa. That's the visa that most foreign people come in here on, tourist visa. And that was called a 9A tourist visa. That is no longer being accepted in the country because nobody with that type visa is being allowed in right now. And it's been a long time since the pandemic's been going on. So that's why I was telling you earlier, if you were on the show, we're waiting for the country to open up all borders, which means 9A can come back in. So we don't know when you will be allowed if you're coming in on a 9A visa. We don't know when they're going to open it up. The Delta variant's been kicking butt. And I'm assuming that once the Delta variant's over, and that pandemic now levels down, to open it up, maybe the end of the year, next year, I actually don't know. So now your other options as far as getting into the country, I told you about the 9A visa, that's on hold. There are two other options that you may want to take a look at. The second one is called the SRRV visa. That's a special, it's a retirement visa. It's called a specialized retirement visa, whatever. But it's a retirement visa. You have to get, if you've been in the military, it'll be easy. Fees for that will be cheaper. You can get in on a veterans SSRP visa. And I think that without the veterans, it's like $10,000. If you're a veteran, you can apply for a veteran. It's like $1,500 to get that visa. No, well, that's the next one. I ain't got to that yet. So that's the SRRB visa, retirement visa. You get in that way. $10,000 if you're not a veteran. $1,500 if you're a veteran. Pay it one time, and then they hold that money, and then you get it back after a certain amount of periods. Okay, next one she just mentioned is the special business visa, business person visa. You have to have that's one's a lot of money, like $100,000. But that money will be put in a business. You're investing. They're going to take that money you give them, and they will invest it into residential real estate, business ventures, whatever. They'll invest that money for you, and that's how you can get in the country right now, coming back and going back like that. Those are the only visas pretty much that they're taking right now. I know one more, but you're not eligible for this because you're not married. That's the one I'm on. I'm a married person here, and I'm married to a Filipina. I have a 13A permanent resident visa. I'm a permanent resident of the Philippines, but it's also called the marriage visa, okay? My marriage to her allowed me to come and go anytime I feel ready because I have a permanent resident. I'm a permanent resident in this country, okay? So those are some of the basic ways that are visas that are available, but the ones that you really want to get is the 9A, and right now that's not opening up yet. Ryan Train, Bobby Easy, One Nation. Jay, what's up? Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Robert Morris, pop in the house, pop in the house. Woo! Thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate the donation to the nation. Lisa, do you want to do your dance? We gotta do your table dance. No, I ain't see the table dance. She want to do a dance. Let's get a dance in the house for
the hardest working man in the business. I feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thank you so much, Mark, pop, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, Rebecca, from another Martha. Who we got around turn Bobby Easy One Nation on the group.
Jay,
what's up, Jay? He say, tourist visa seems like the best visa until I hit 50. Yeah, that would, when you hit 50, you can get that retirement visa. I think the minimum age is 50, I believe, for the retirement visa. Got to mention that. But yeah, and guess what? The minimum age, guess what the minimum age for the retirement visa was up until last year? 35. Yeah, you believe that? 35. And the Chinese were taking advantage of it, and they got tired of that, so they raised the age limit. But yeah, that's your best bet for right now, Jay. Why are you so smart?
Murphy Ace, because you said you didn't say something that read it the next morning.
I'm waiting on you. Murphy, hey, what's up? He said, your waistline and indicator of diabetes is also affects your blood pressure. Yeah, diabetes, blood pressure go all wrapped up in one, man, in your waist. If you got a big belly, more likely, if you don't have it, it's on its way, or it may be on its way. It's depending on how well you exercise and how well you diet. Those two things can have a factor in whether you actually get it. So I have to be careful on what I eat, how I exercise, and my diet. All that, I have to be very, very careful. I don't want to get caught up in that stuff.
Serious, because my father is skinny, and then why is he's high blood?
It also depends on the high blood pressure or hypertension. Is also hereditary. It's in the blood. It's transferred from one parent to daughter, whatever parent. So if somebody in his family
it runs to
the family. Yeah. So that's one of the factors for that as well as diabetes.
You don't have diabetes.
Okay, good. Let's go. Ryan Chain, Bobby DC, One Nation.
Jay, got to be 50 or drop 10K, correct? I don't want to tie a 10K in a Philippine bank with no guarantee that you get it back. My pension is more than enough, and I get SSS.
Right. They do guarantee you get it back, though. Like I tell you, when you get it back, you get interest as well. So, but I think you're right. I think if you're less than 50 and you got pension, good pension, you don't need that. You just take the regular tourist visa when you get in, and that'd be your best bet. Right, Jay, Bobby DC, One Nation on the group.
Murphy Hayes, Bobby, I have an OM3. If you're interested, tell me where to send it.
What's an OM3? I don't know.
OM3? Omega.
She talking about omega 3. Nah, that's like a mineral, vitamin, man. She talking about OM3. Give me that. Break that down for me. OM3. I might need it, but I don't know what it is. Tell me what it is, Murphy. Send me, email me on it. I'll see if I need it or not. Round chain, Bobby. Who we got?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jay, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. Much love.
For banana cute and coffee. Wow.
Hey, thank you, man. I
Thank you so
need some coffee. Coffee. Where's Michael? Coffee. Need some coffee. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, man. Let's do another dance for Jay. Riding the train, Bobby Lee, One Nation on the groove we got.
Oh my goodness. So what you trying to do?
So what you trying to do?
Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation, Jay. Appreciate it. More blessings. Much love. Thank you so much.
So much.
My brother, mother. You be crazy. Let's go ride train, Bobby Lee, One
That's
Nation.
it.
That's it. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. This is Bobby D.
And the Tuba Queen, Lisa D.
Say take care
God bless.
and
Peace.